Hello, welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview on NewsX. We're in conversation today with a well-known singer and actor, Karan B Oberoi. Karan, welcome. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. It's wonderful being here.
Yes, and let's start out by talking about your new music venture because you've, of course, started your own label and you got your first single out with that label as well. Does it truly feel like you've gone independent now? I know a band of boys has been together, is together. You've done,
Yeah.
work independently in the past, but does this
Yeah.
really feel like you going independent?
Oh, it does. It feels invigorating at one end because now there's a lot of pressure because not only
Yeah.
am I responsible for myself, I'm also responsible for shaping other people's careers.
Yes.
And I don't have the support of my four buddies that are always there because, great bonhomie, great fun when we are traveling together. So there is a sense of isolation there, but there's also great vigor in one. Now knowing that what I did about two decades back with a band of boys. So I don't know if many people know this. I was a founder member of the band. I
Okay.
put the band together along with other people. So the idea was mine,
Mhm.
and it was very overwhelming for the success that we saw with
Mhm.
the initiative one took. And now one has had about 2 decades of experience, on stage and doing live shows and understanding the artist psyche. So
Yeah.
now I think I'm in a more comfortable position to be able to shape other people's lives and careers. And that's what one has set out to do. And also, of course, express myself individually in my solo career in the
Yeah.
best possible way. I want people to know the real me,
Yeah.
what makes me tick, and what my own creative expression is. So
Okay.
yes, it's very exciting.
And how did you decide the name of your record company? Crooner Records.
Well, it was Kruna's associated with certain kind of jazz music,
True.
very
True.
subtle, very nuanced, very soulful,
Yeah.
and that name was there in my head. In fact, my Gmail is also Kruna. And so I
Acha.
must have manifested this almost 15, 20 years back because
Amen.
it was there. So, the idea to put a label was always there.
Yeah.
One didn't have the experience and the wherewithal, the financial wherewithal, and the connect to be able to do that. When the band came, and because I was a member of the band, as a founder member of the band, we gave the management to somebody else to handle it. And then I was just traveling purely as an artist. But the
Yes.
dream had been harbored 2 decades back to want to do this.
Okay.
And the idea is basically to identify people at grassroots level and give them opportunity.
Yes.
The only difference today, and somebody asked me why Crooner Records and why how's that very different from the other labels that exist. The
Hmm.
idea is that we're not following a particular pattern of using influencers or people with great social media standing to sort of bring them and get them to sing. No, we're looking for people with original, authentic expression at grassroots level. So even if you have two followers, but you have a great independent aura and some sort of a music that you represent, then we're
Yeah.
happy to sign you, irrespective of the demography, irrespective of the state that you
Nice.
stay in, from Manipur to Kanyakumari to Kashmir
Okay.
to Gujarat, wherever.
Lovely.
So yeah,
सो बड़ा शोर मचा दिया आपने इस नए लेबल के ऐलान से मगर फिर भी पहला गाना चुप्पी ला रहा है.
correct. Yes,
So Chuppi is the
absolutely.
name of the first song, isn't it? Tell us
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it and how the response has been since you released it.
Chuppi has been very overwhelming, brother, because they, me and my teams, we were talking about releasing Chuppi sometime around Valentine's because
Mhm.
it's the time for romance and
Yeah,
love and affection, etc. Those
yeah,
kind of expressions. And I was coming bang in the middle of pre-Christmas, pre-New Year's, when everyone's in a party mood,
yeah.
and one was slightly, circumspect.
Mm.
But truly, I mean, and because Chuppi is a song about silence, it has
Mhm.
just got a voice and a guitar, and it talks about shutting out the noise
Mhm.
and delving into love.
Mhm.
It was shocking because the kind of response one got I mean, we hit about, I think, 65 lakhs in the first
Yeah,
week itself, the number of
yeah,
people that heard it. Then huge numbers on Spotify, huge numbers on YouTube, which also gave me the strength of conviction to know that one should not follow any dogmas when it comes
Mhm.
to what you feel as
Mhm.
an expression. So there
Mhm.
are enough and more number of people that want to listen to soul music, want to listen to soulful music or
Mhm.
creative expressions which are more soft and more
Yeah.
mellifluous. You
Okay,
know,
lovely.
so
Can we
very,
can
very,
we
very gratifying. Yeah.
can we hear a bit? Can we hear a line or two?
I wish we had the guitar. It would have been so much
Yeah,
simpler, but I'll give you a sample anyway.
please.
Yeah. बैठ यहाँ कुछ मत बोल तेरी चुप्पी भी है अनमोल जब दुनिया के शोर से थक जाता हूँ तेरे सिराने बैठ सब भूल जाता हूँ तेरा स्पर्श भुला देता है दुनिया के डर जहाँ सिर्फ प्यार और सुकून मिले तो ऐसा है घर महफूज रहूं यहाँ पे सारी दुनिया जहाँ से दहलीज पे छोड़ आऊं सारे डर तो ऐसा है घर सारे डर तो ऐसा है घर
Lovely, lovely. बहुत cool,
thank
बहुत cool,
thank you so much
fantastic,
guys.
and really, as you said, it's a chuppi, a quiet end to
Yes.
the year gone by, but of course,
Right.
also a song that leads one to go into so many thoughts as well. So
Yeah,
let me then go into those thoughts with you as well. How's the year been
sure.
for you? How's 2025 been for you? We're pretty much at the end now.
So there are many exciting things, Uday. One is a lot of people have been complaining about the fact that they don't see me in front of the camera anymore. So
Ji.
there are some developments on that front.
Okay,
I've just shot for something which I think they'll maybe come in January or February.
lovely.
Proper mainstream in front of the camera role, which I used to do on television. So that's
Okay,
one good development.
okay,
Plus, this Crooner Records has been very exciting.
yeah,
Plus, the Band of Boys album called Gori Again,
yeah,
for which we've been touring, and we've released an
yeah,
album with Whitehill as a
yeah.
label to have the boys and to we were in Dibrugarh, in fact,
Okay,
Pasighat last week, doing a
okay,
concert for a packed to capacity audience in a
yeah.
huge arena. So very gratifying. The year has been pretty good, but now the
Mm.
next year is something that I'm really looking forward to because there is so much on the
Yeah,
anvil with
yeah,
a record label, with my solo album. Because Chuppi is a single from an album called Sparsh. So
I
there are
believe.
5 songs. One is
Yes.
dropped already. There are 4 more to
Okay.
come.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
then
that we're going
more
to start
albums.
seeing that from January itself.
5th of January is the next drop.
Lovely,
So
lovely. So a
yeah,
lot in store for 2026 as well.
right,
And
right.
are you someone who makes New Year resolutions? Have you thought
No,
of
bro.
one?
I'm very disciplined and I have a certain routine that I follow, and I'm a
Okay,
stickler for routine
okay,
because it just keeps me going in the right possible. So I don't have any. I have a very So a lot of people ask me this, and I say this. So somebody asked me the other day, said, "How do you write books? You're doing this and bunch of stuff. So how
yeah,
do you manage all of that?" I said, "Very
yeah.
simple. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. You wake up early, you achieve a lot."
True.
So yeah, yeah. So nothing changes for me. So even on New Year's, if I'm not gigging with the boys, I'll sleep at 9:30, 10. I'll be up at 5:30 doing my riyaz. That's just
Amazing,
how it'll be.
amazing. So that's
Yeah.
a resolution to make for those who don't wake up early, and your
If
day
you want
will
to do
be
too many
productive
things,
if you want to do
yeah,
anything.
because that gives it gives me so much joy to do things that I do. So
Yeah.
nothing, So when I write a book, I feel very good. When I sing
Yes.
a song, I feel very good. When I act, I feel
Yes.
good. So I'm just basically having fun in life, and that's my
Lovely.
mantra.
How was it like, coming back for you guys? I know you never split up as such, but
Yeah,
Sudhanshu got
yeah,
busy. Obviously, you had other
yeah,
work,
yeah,
and
yeah,
everyone obviously was
yeah,
busy with their own
yeah.
stuff. But how's it been
Right.
like, touring with them again, doing an album with them
Oh,
again? How's that been?
you've no idea how incredible it is because one is we have seen each other through our teens. So we
Yes.
have too many memories for those first
Uh,
few years that, when even Sudhanshu was a part of it.
uh,
And we had, in fact, I had to stop them because we were laughing from the time we got off the airport till
okay.
at the airport, landed in the next destination in the hotel room. And I told them my voices were bent hoarse because of all the laugh fest that we had, recalling memories, etc. And this happens every time. And even if you
Okay.
see, you should have to go to Karan Oberoi official, just
Uh,
see my Instagram. It's full of
uh,
so those rehearsals that we call so-called rehearsal, they're just laugh fests. We're just ribbing
okay.
each other. And what is beautiful about friendships that last for 2 decades is
सबसे
that
ज्यादा
we
हंसाता कौन है? सबसे ज्यादा हंसाता कौन
Sudhanshu.
है?
Sudhanshu
Okay.
is the Mr. Funny Bones.
Sudhanshu
He's
Pandey is Mr.
constantly
Funny.
ribbing people. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah,
And
you're
वो
right.
बहुत मस्ती करते हैं हम लोग यार. बहुत
हाँ.
ज्यादा मस्ती. ऐसे लगता है कि हम स्कूल के बच्चे हैं. That's what
अरे
it
वाह.
feels like.
अरे वाह. You are a
Stage पे
band of
भी और off
boys.
stage भी.
You are a band of boys.
Exactly. I
So
think
you
we'll be
love
80
this.
year old and she'll be called Band of Boys.
True that, true that. Okay, very quickly now, it is of course end of the year, so time to be
Yeah.
pensive. For
Yeah.
any artist and anyone in life, there are many highs and then there are some lows as well. That's something that's
Yes.
happened with you too. How do
Yes.
you then navigate through the lows? What's a piece of advice you'd like to give people? On how you dealt with it personally.
It was a very turbulent time. I was very blessed because I have too many friends, and my parents are like angels, and I had a very robust social circle. I won't even call it social circle. It was a love circle because
Yeah,
they supported me during my tough times.
yeah,
The other thing that I was very cognizant of, when you have joyful memories and you have joys in life, you don't get too ecstatic and say, well, nothing. So the life is going to be it'll be like a monitor on the life monitor. It keeps going up and down, to not let it bring you down. The other thing that I always give advice to people is that if you can, like, in fact, it's a question that you've asked me, which is quite wonderful, Uday, because 2 3 days back I was just introspecting. When I write my song, I do a lot of introspection,
yeah,
and I was
yeah,
thinking, if I can go through hell and come back giving the buoyant spirit, I'm saying I have a never say die spirit, and I'm
yeah.
just going to make the most of that I have.
True.
It just gives you immense confidence to be able to deal with anything that life throws at you,
Yeah,
you know. So that is something that I always
yeah. Give us
imbibe
advice.
as a process,
Yeah,
it's
you
very
imbibed it,
important
and
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
good advice for people as well watching. Yeah,
Yeah. The idea is not to get carried away with anything, not even
yeah,
stardom, not to take it
mm,
seriously. I remember when Bando Boys came into this, it was a blitzkrieg.
mm,
People went mad, and we used to have this conversation with ourselves saying, this too shall pass. Just
yeah,
like the sad memories go, happy memories too shall pass. Let's
yeah,
not get ahead of ourselves. We do this because we enjoy this.
yeah,
Let's just stick to that process.
yeah. And you are, and that's why, of course, the
Yes.
success keeps coming.
Yeah.
So, wishing you all the very best for
Thank you,
2026
Dave.
as well. And thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining us. Congratulations to Chuppi's response, and let's hope this
Thank you.
continues for the
Yeah.
rest of your singles that are dropping from your first album.
Thank you so much, Uday. Thank you so much.